Then you practice alternate sides, one side and then the other. Oh, and then you can flow it by adding some steps or change level. Go to plie and up, plie and up. You can also take your hands out like this. Just take your hands out without any additional moves of your arms or hands. Just relax your hands, and when you do the circle, your hands will follow your shoulder. Just let your hand follow your shoulder like this. Okay? So here is your shoulder roll. Again, don't forget to practice in this basic position multiple times, and then when you feel comfortable, you can add some arm work. When you take your arms out to the side, you can also bring your arms in front of you like this, just relaxed hands, and then do shoulder rolls. Okay? And then take your hands out to the side. Okay. Here you go. Next one is shoulder shimmy. So there is 3 steps in practicing this. The first step is just to understand the technique of where you move your shoulder direction, right? So here you move your shoulder forward and back, forward and back. Make sure you're not lifting your shoulder like this. You're not doing this when you do shoulder shimmy. Just relax your shoulder, bring your shoulders down, and then move your shoulder forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And then the other side. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Also, position of your hand is important here. When you take your hand out, you have to make sure that your elbow is bent slightly, not like this, slightly, like to have a soft line. And your fingers are facing out, your palm is facing down. Okay, so your hand is in this position. And then you try to do your shoulder shimmy, having your hands in this position. Okay, and then the other side. Make sure your elbow is bent slightly, fingers out, palm facing down, and then we go forward, back, forward, back with our shoulder. Then the second step will be when you bring your hands down and do alternate sides, one side and then the other, forward, back, forward, back. Make sure you're relaxed, your upper body is relaxed. And then the third step will be when you take your hands out and you just flow the shimmy at your own pace. Doesn't have to be very fast. And so you start slow and then go as fast as you can. And then if you feel tense, you feel you're losing the move, you're too tense to continue, you bring your hands down, you relax, and then you can start all over again. So this is what I recommend you do. You do one side, let's say 20, 30, 40 times, depending on how much time you have to practice. Forward, back, one side, 20 times, the other side, 20 times. Bring your hands, then do 40 times, alternate sides, forward, back, and then try to take your hands out and do 40 times here. So after you finish this, 40 times slow, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Then try to go faster. And then relax your hands. And then if you have time, if you're willing, repeat again from the top. You can also combine these moves, like flow them one after another, shoulder rolls and shoulder shimmy. And this is a small choreography with your shoulders. So let's try. For example, we have 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another example, hands in front of you, you do shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little faster with your shimmy. 2, 3, 4, and then here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little faster with your shoulders. Okay, here you go. Shoulders, circle and shoulder shimmy. Next, we're gonna move to our hands. So we're gonna start by covering hand positions in belly dancing. Okay? So this is the first position. And I'm sorry, let me go back a little bit and let me start by explaining your general posture of your body. So here in belly dancing, we always check on the following. We tilt our pelvis in. So instead of having your tailbone up and relaxed like this, you will tilt your pelvis down to have a straight back. You will lift your chest. You will relax your hands and take your hands out. And you will also check that there is one foot between your feet. So your feet are not in this position, not too far from each other, not too close, but here, one foot between your feet. This is supposed to be a very comfortable position for you to stand in, very natural. Okay, so top, chest lifted, hands out. Okay, so this is your basic posture. Don't forget about this. Do not lift your tailbone unless it's part of choreography, it's part of a move that we're doing. Sometimes we have to lift our tailbone with some belly dancing moves, but in general, remember to keep this posture when you're dancing and practicing. Okay, so now we'll continue with our hand positions. So position number 1, your hands are here, down here. This is position number 1. Okay, rounded shoulders. Rounded elbows, bend your elbows slightly. Position number 2 is when you take your hands out to the side. Again, don't forget to pay attention to your elbows, so your elbows are not bent too much and your hands are not straight. Your hands have a soft bend here and an elbow. Okay, so this is position number 2. Position number 3, hands go up. Position number 4, you cross your hands in front of your chest. Position number 5, one hand goes out to the side, the other one is above your head. Position number 6. Okay. Position number 7, you frame your hips behind here. Position number 8, here. Position number 9, here. And the last one, position number 10, is going to be this one. And I'm going to explain how we take your hands into this position. Okay, so this is what you do. First of all, lift your hands. Palms are facing out. Now bring your hands together and cross them. Still, your palms are facing out. In the same position. You see, you didn't change position of your hands. And then you bring your palms together. Here you go. Okay, so these are your hand positions. Now let's talk about some hand moves. How you use your hands in belly dancing. Not in certain position, but what dance moves you can do using your hands. So first of all, I would like you to focus on position of your fingers. So when I dance Oriental dance, I always have my fingers in this position. So if you take your hands out and then bring your thumb and your middle fingers together. Okay, so you can start by doing this and then separating them into this position. So here, bring them together and then separate. Here you go. Okay? The first hand move that I want to discuss with you today is a hand circle. Again, it's all about circles in belly dancing. The circles with all body parts. So here how you do a circle with your hand. So you draw a circle with your fingers. Okay? So you take your left hand out and start to the right. Then take your hand up, then to the left and down. Here you go, a circle. Same thing here. You can start in or out, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a hand circle. You can also circle away from you to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The most common is circle away from you, is circle out. So this one is out. You take it to the left, up, and to the right. So the circle goes this way, clockwise. Okay, so this is the most common circle used in belly dance. You can use this one in as well, but more often we see dancers using this one. Okay, next one is hand wave, hand undulation. So this is how we do this. We do not use our elbow here or our shoulder here, just the hand. So only this part is going to be working. You lift your wrist, then you lift this bones, phalanx, and then fingers. So we go wrist, phalanx, and fingers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And here you go, your wave. So wrist goes up first and then fingers follow. Wrist goes down first and then fingers follow. 2, 3, 4, and then here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can take your hands out. You can bring your hands here and cross. You can take them into position number 5 and 6. And any other position that we use for our hands here. Here in front of you, to the side, to the other side, here, and here, and here, and here. Of course, we do not use that one because our hands are together. Okay, so next one is snake arms. So a misconception of a lot of beginner students when they do snake arms is they think that they have to start with their shoulder, like this, boom. No, that's wrong. When you do snake arm, you engage your elbow first. So you bend your elbow and you, of course, you engage your tricep muscles and bicep muscles to lift your elbow up. And then your hand will follow and you will lift your fingers up. And then you will bring your elbow down first, and then your hands will follow. So wrist first up, elbow first up, and then hands, and then elbow down, and then hand down. Elbow, hand, elbow, hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you practice on the other side. Elbow, hand, elbow down, hand down. Elbow up, elbow down, hand down. Also pay attention to the position of my fingers. So my fingers face down and then my fingers face up. Okay, so you practice one side at a time, only one side, and then the other side. And then you do alternate sides, one side and then the other one. So you bring one down, lift the other one, and then bring this down, lift the other one. And then you can practice doing them at the same time, but to different directions. One goes up, the other comes down. Okay. All right, so here you go. This was the part covering our hand movement. So we covered our shoulders, shoulder shimmy, shoulder circles, hand positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and this one up. We also covered 10 waves. We covered 10 circles. We covered snake arms. Good. So now we're ready to move down to our chest. I think belly dancing is the only dance moves that use so much your upper body and your chest, where you dance using your chest. That makes it a lot of fun also. So there is a couple of preparatory moves that I use for beginner students to practice. These moves are necessary for you to proceed learning other moves, belly dancing moves that we will be doing at intermediate level. Okay? So I always start with chest slides. Chest slides. It's very important that you isolate your lower body here. Do not move your hips at all. And put your hands down actually. I think that way it's going to be easier. And now you think about drawing a straight line, horizontal straight line with your chest and moving only your chest, not helping yourself with any other body parts, no hips. So do not extend your hips to the opposite side. Hips are not moving, you're just sliding your chest to one side and then the other side. Great. So next one, you slide your chest again without moving your lower body. Isolate your lower body and you move your chest, slide your chest forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And I like doing this stretch when you hold your hands behind your back and stretch your chest as far as you can. And then bring your hands in front of you and round your back and stretch your upper body as far as you can back and your shoulder blades. Okay? So after you finish with your slides to the side and forward back, this was horizontal plane, we're going to work in frontal plane by lifting our chest up and bringing it down. So again, isolate your lower body. Tuck your pelvis in, and then we take our chest up to the ceiling like this, and then we bring it down like this. So to do this, you will have to bring your shoulder blades together, and then your chest will go up, and then you will lift your chest up. And then just relax, and it will come down naturally. Also, I feel like this explanation helps beginner students to understand how to do this one. Now, imagine that you have to touch the ceiling with your chest and nothing else. You cannot help yourself with your feet, legs, with your hands or any other body part. You have to touch the ceiling with your chest only. 1 and 2. Up and down, up and down. Okay. So chest lift or chest pops, they are called also chest pops when we do them sharp up and down, is one of the most popular belly dancing moves. So after you are comfortable and practicing in this position, you can take your hands out and do up and down, have your hands in second position and lift and bring your chest down. Then you can try to take your chest not just up, but up to diagonal and bring down, up to diagonal and bring down, like a V. Okay, so we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then when you're comfortable, you can take your hands out and change your level a little bit by going down and up, down, 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 up, down. Okay? Again, let's review the moves that we use to dance with our chest and belly dancing. The first one is slide side to side. So let's see if we add some shoulder shimmy, how it's gonna look. And then slide forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and then up and down, up and down, up and down, and then diagonal, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is enough. If you cover these moves and you're comfortable doing this, the beginning level is very good, and then you're ready to move to do all these hip circles, figure eights, and undulations with your chest. Great, so now let's move down to our belly, to our abdominal muscles and to our belly. So belly dance is very popular for its muscle undulations with abdominal muscles. Before you learn to do that, you have to learn to control your abdominal muscles and just to feel your abdominal muscles. The first step there is to do belly accents with your belly. I'll explain how you do it. So first of all, try to focus on your muscles here. Everyone has muscles, regardless your size, there is muscles here. You have abdominal muscles. Now imagine that you are wearing a very pretty dress that is very tight and you want to look good. What you do naturally, you try to squeeze your muscles and take your belly in. Okay, so that's the first step that you do. You just squeeze your muscles and take your belly in, and then just relax and let it out. In and out. So you squeeze and relax your abdominal muscles. In and out, in and out, in and out. You have to make sure that you're not using your lungs, that you're not doing this. And you're not doing this. Do not lift your chest. So nothing else is engaged but your abdominal muscles here. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And you actually can speak while doing this. So you can practice to check if you're doing it right. You can speak to yourself. You can say, okay, here I am. I'm very pretty. I like dancing. The weather is nice, or whatever it is. Okay? So this is not just a training move, this is actually a dance move. We can walk with these accents. We can engage them, include them in other moves, in changing level, or we can include them in some walks, belly dancing walks. Okay, great. So we covered our belly accents. Now we're moving down to our hips. Okay, so first of all, let's get into the correct position here and relax our knees. In belly dancing, you never do this. This is wrong. You never lock your knees here. You never unbend your legs to the full and lock your knee. You never do this. And at the same time, you never sit too much. So you have your knees in what's called soft position. Soft position is here, not here, but here. Means that your knees, your legs are relaxed. That's a natural position for our feet. That's how we have our feet when we walk, and when we don't think about dancing. Our feet are in soft knee position. So that's where you have to keep your knees for belly dancing as well. So now the first one that we're going to cover here in this position is one of the shimmies that we do, and the basic one, the most common one is called knee shimmy. It's called knee shimmy because you can use your knees to do it. Okay, so this is how we do it. Bend and unbend your knees. Okay, so you do it at different speed. If you do it fast, it becomes shimmy. Do it slower. It can be a hip accent. Okay, so bend and unbend your knees. Here you go. Make sure you're in the correct position for your feet here. And then start slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is how you start. Slower tempo, and then go faster. Take your hands out. Relax. That's the key thing. That's the tip. When you relax, it's just much easier and flows better. Okay, and here you go. Knee shimmy. This is the first one. Second one that we do here in this position, basic position, is twist shimmy. And it's called twist shimmy because you have to twist your hips to do this one. Okay, so let's get into the basic position. Let's start with actual twist. So what you do, without using upper body, isolate your upper body, you're going to twist your hips to one side. So right hip goes forward, then you bring it it back, and then left hip goes forward, and then you bring it back. Okay, so let's see from the side. Twist right hip forward, bring it back. Twist left hip forward. And then when you bring it back, let it pass this middle line and go to the back as well. So forward and back, all the way. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Twist, you can go slower than I go. Doesn't have to be fast, you can go slower than I go. And then pick up the tempo, go a little faster. And then go as fast as you can, see how fast you can do it. And the challenge here is to keep your hands isolated. I feel this challenging not only for beginner students, but some my intermediate students also having hard time isolating their hands. So one exercise that might help you is just to take your hands to the back, probably here, and twist. But the best one that I feel that helps a lot is when you take your hands up and lock them at the top and try to do twist in this position. Helps you isolate your upper body. Okay? Great. And then when you feel more comfortable, you can just take your hips to one side and do your twist at one side, and then take your hips to the other side and do the twist at the other side. You can also change your level by going down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Okay? Great. So next type of shimmy that we're going to cover is choo-choo shimmy or running shimmy. When you say running shimmy, you understand what you're going to be doing, right? So it's running shimmy, so you are running in order to do this shimmy. So this is how we do it. First of all, start by just marching. Just march. Step, 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 step. Bend and unbend your knees. Lift your feet from the floor. Put it back down. Just regular steps. Okay? Now let's go up onto our toes. Good. And then let's go faster. Let's run. Let's start running. So our steps are very small. And you also bend and unbend your knees slightly. Not too much. Not like this. Not like this. Slightly. Okay? And then if you're tired being up on your toes, you come down to your heels. Continue marching and bending and unbending your knees. Here you go. Go up and let's run. Good. Okay, good job everyone. I hope you're following and not just watching, but doing the moves with me. So next, we're gonna move to hip circles. And there is a lot to cover. So let's start by doing the basic circle. I'm gonna turn with my back. I feel this is the easier way for students to get the direction. So we're gonna start by getting into the correct position, basic position. Okay, so put your hands on your hip and let's slide our hips side to side. Side to side. One side, the other side. Okay, so now see how far you can go without changing anything with your upper body and your hip position. Good, so now let's see how far you can take your hips to the other side. Great. Now, we're going to change direction and take our hip forward and back. Forward and back. And back. And again, forward and back. Forward and back. Okay. Now our basic circle is going to look like this. Please take your hips to the left. I'm sorry, this is right. To the right. Then take your hips forward. Take your hips to the left and back. And now smooth it out. Take your hips to all four sides without pausing. Good. Side, front, side, back. Side, front, side, back. Okay, take your hands out. This is a very important exercise for beginner, intermediate, advanced students. Please make sure to cover all four sides. Do not cut it at any side. Do not make it half a circle or triangle or any other shape. Now let's do to the other side. To the left, forward, to the right, back. Left, forward, right, back. Now smooth it out, cover all four sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So this was basic belly dancing circle. Now the next one we're going to be doing is called small circle. So for this one, get into basic position, tilt your pelvis in, and now you have to sit a little, bend your knees, a little more than soft knee position, right? So as you bend your knees, let's try hip sway. So you're swaying your hips side to side. 1, 2. In order to do this, you have to sit a little more than soft knee position, bend your knees, and then bend and unbend knees at a time, so your hips will go up and down. This is called hip sway. This is also a belly dancing move that we use to dance. For example, if we do it fast, this is how it looks. We can go down, up, and then we can slow down. Okay, this is our hip sway. Great. Okay, so this is the first move. The second move that we'll be using when we do a hip circle is pelvis tilt. So you release your pelvis and let it go back and up, and then you bring it forward. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Separately, this is not just a preparation for hip circle. This is also a belly dancing move called pelvis tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pay attention to my knees. You see, my knees are in soft position and a little more bent here. Okay, and then I release my pelvis, I let it go back and up, and then I bring it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're ready for a small circle. Okay, get into this position again. Take your hips to the side, take your hips back, take your hips to the other side, and bring them forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. And now let's smooth it out by covering all four sides. Again, make sure you're not cutting any sides. So you have full circle instead of half of the circle or a triangle or any other shape. You're covering right side, back, left side, and front. Right side, back, left side, and front. Let me show you from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now when you finish doing it to one side, we'll practice doing the circle to the other side, to the left. Left, back, right, front. Left, back, right, front, and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side, back, side, front. Side, back, side, front. Side, back, side, front. Side, back, side, front. Okay. Next type of circle is called big Egyptian circle. So for this one, we have our legs a little wider than basic position. We're not sitting down. Our legs are in soft knee position. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be drawing half of the circle mostly and very, very little at the front. body. Try not to bring it down. Try to do the circle with your hips here. So we go 1, you take your hips to the back. You do not bring your upper body forward. Your upper body will come forward when you bring your hips into this position, but you do not bring it down. It will naturally come into this position, and then take your hips to the side and bring them here into the basic position again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, and I want you to feel all sides and stretch in your legs and your lower body here. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's practice to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. We also use our hands when we do this circle. So for example, if you take your hips to the left, you use your right hand and you're like cutting, you're drawing a circle also like this. You're like cutting your body in half here and taking your hand out. So you're taking your hand along with your hip, the same side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do your circle to the other side, you will be using opposite hand. So if hip goes to the right, left hand will be doing the circle or cut it through. Here, you cut your body in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here is your big Egyptian circle. Next circle, we'll be doing an Indian position. And before we proceed to circle, I'll explain what Indian position is. So, get into the basic position. Tuck your pelvis. Now, bring one leg forward. Lift your heel off the floor. Okay? And make sure that your base leg, which is this one, is soft, so you're not doing this. Do not do this. You have your knee in soft position. This one is bent. Okay, your hands are out. Here you go. This is your Indian position. Okay, so let's try with the other side. Bring this one out. This one turns a little bit just for balance, so you feel comfortable. Don't feel like you're wobbling. Bend a little bit. Not too much though, don't sit too much. So this is called Indian position. Okay, you can bring a little more in or a little more out, depending on the move that you will be doing. So now we're going to be doing circle. I'm going to turn with my back to you. So bring your leg forward. Now we're going to, the first circle that we're going to be doing is circle in and or otherwise towards you, right? So you will be starting at the back. Then you will be taking your hip out to the right, and then you will bring your hip forward and down. Back out to the side, forward and down. Back out to the side, forward and down. Back out to the side, forward and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, back, side, forward. Back, side, forward. Okay, so let me show you from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to be doing the same thing, but we're going to be taking our hip away from you, or the circle is going to go back. So to take your circle back, you have to start at the front. You're going to bring your hip forward, then you're going to take it to the side, and then take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Okay, so let's try on the other side. So the first one is circle in, circle towards you. You start at the back, take your hip to the side, bring it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now change the side. Start at the front. Go forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward, side, back. Good way to practice circles is to do 3, 4, 2, 4, 8 times one side and then change to the other side. So right now to practice, let's do 4, 4. I'm going to start with a regular circle, with a basic circle. So we're going to be doing 4 to one side, 4 to the other side. Let's go. And side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, 3, back, side, front, 4, back, side, to the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now small circle. See? And let's go. Hip out to the side, back, side, front. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, bend your knees, bend your knees. If it's not working, then it means you're up, you're not down. You have to bend your knees, you have to sit here. And then 4. Now to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big Egyptian circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And circle in Indian position. Let's go. And in. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And out, and 2, and 3, and 4. Let's try on this side. So first one, you start at the back and bring forward. Let's go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now take it to the other side, meaning take it back, away from you. 2. So you start at the front and take it back and 4. Okay, great. Next one that we're going to cover, next belly dancing move, basic move is figure 8. Okay? So the figure 8 that we're going to be doing is horizontal figure 8. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be drawing 8 with our hips. Okay, so to do that, you have to imagine that there is a big 8 here on the floor, like this. Or you don't have to imagine that you can actually draw it. You're in the middle of that 8. Okay? So now one side, this hip is going to be drawing one part of the 8. The other hip is going to be drawing the other part of the 8. To do this, you're going to be using 2 moves. The first one is this one, hip slide. Side to side. Second one is the twist. This one. You need to twist your hips. Okay? So these are the 2 moves that we're using to do figure 8. So now let's try. Again, big figure 8 on the floor, you're in the middle. We're going to start doing it on the right side. Put your hands here. Twist your hips. Twist your right hip forward to right diagonal. And take your hips out to right diagonal. This way. Now back to back diagonal. Now from here, we're going to cut our body in the middle and take this hip, which is your left hip, to left diagonal. So we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And then taking this hip to back diagonal. Again. Right side and back. Left side. left side to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the front. I'm going to be starting on the right side. So basic position, I'm going to twist my hips to right diagonal. I'm going to take my hip out to the side, to right diagonal. I'm going to take it back to left diagonal. And then on this side, to left diagonal and back. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so here you go, your figure 8. So as you can see, while doing this figure 8, my legs, my feet, my knees are soft, right? I'm not bending my knees too much. My legs are straight here, right? And what I'm doing, I'm really using my hips. I'm taking my hips away from my shoulders. So my shoulders stay here in the middle. My chest stays here in the middle, while my hips travel side to side. Okay? Another way of doing figure 8 is to sit a little bit like this. It's gonna be small figure 8. So you sit a little bit, and now you twist your hips to the right and do the same thing. Take it to back diagonal and then left diagonal and back. Again, same way. So as you can see, this one is gonna look a little different. It's gonna become like vertical a little bit because you will be lifting your hip up, right? Using your knee here. Let me show you from the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, great. Next one that I want to show you today is, it's called Egyptian kick. And I want to present it at the beginner's level, so because we use it a lot in our choreographies and for intermediate level. So you start learning this and get an idea on how to do this one. This one is not very hard, it's very easy actually. So this is what you do. So I'm gonna start on the left side. And what I'm gonna be doing, I'm actually going to be kicking with my left leg to the right now. Here you go, kick, and bring it back. So now this leg, right leg, is gonna kick to the left, like this. Okay, so let's just start by kicking. Kick 1, bring it back. Kick 2, bring it back. Kick 1, bring it back. Kick 2, bring it back. So also, if you notice, I am actually lifting my heel off the floor and twisting a little before I do the kick. So let's try that. I'm gonna turn with my back. So you lift your heel off the floor, you twist forward a little bit, and then you kick. Up, twist, and then the kick. Up, twist, and then the kick. Up, twist, and then the kick. So there is one more thing that I want to add to this technique is the knee. So you're going to be lifting your heel off the floor, you twist, and then you bend your knee, and then you kick. Okay? So let's go. And lift, twist, bend, kick, bring it back to basic position. The other side. Lift, twist, bend, kick, bring it back. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. One more thing, please remember that we're not playing football, so don't kick like you're kicking a ball. Extend your toe, stretch your feet, extend your toes. Okay? Great. I'm gonna check the camera. looks like everything's fine. Okay, great. So next one. Next one is, before we move to our traveling steps, we have two more things to cover, is the hip accents. Hip accents in different positions. This is a very, very important move in belly dancing. And actually, if I had to pick like 5 foremost, this would be the first one that I would present in class. Okay, so to do hip accents, we have to get into correct position and bend our knees slightly, a little more than soft knee position. Okay, so you bend your knees, and now let's try to do hip accent to the right, like this. 1, and then let's try to do hip accent to the left. 2. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so if you were here, I would ask you, how am I doing this, right? And I want you to think about this question, the answer to this question, and answer it to yourself. So what am I using? How am I doing this one? Look at my knees. Okay, so here is the answer. You use your knees and you also use your hip muscles. First of all, you learn to contract here. Contract your hip muscle here and lift your hip. And then contract muscles here and lift your hip. And then bend your knees and unbend your knee. Okay? So first of all, you help yourself by unbending your knee, and then second, you contract your hip muscles here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's try to do 2 hip accents to each side. So 2 to right and 2 to left. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Now let's try 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Great. So next hip accent we're going to be doing in Indian position. I'm going to show you first facing you. So we're going to get into Indian position, and we're going to be doing our accent up. So to do the accent up, you have to contract your muscle here and unbend your knee. Here you go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, the other side, get into Indian position, bring one leg forward, contract here, unbend your knee. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, you can do it 2 ways. You can have your accent, meaning the stronger part of the move, up or down. For example, this time I'm going to show you accent up. Up, 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 up. Or you can have your accents down. Down, 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 down. Let's try this side. Up, 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 and then down, 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 down. Okay, here you go, hip accents. Now, next we're gonna try hip accents to different sides, meaning we're gonna be moving our legs and doing accent forward, side, side, and back. Let me show you first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you have 4 points, right? Get into the correct position. So this is middle line of your body. Okay, so the first one is going to go from this middle line, 90 degrees, 45, a little more, like for probably 55 degrees, right? So here you go, 1. The other one is going to go a little behind the first one, 2. The third one is going to go a little behind the middle line, and the last one is going to go all the way back, like this. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try on the other side. And Middle line of your body. Let's go the first one. 1. Second one. 2. Third one. 3. Fourth one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go, hip accents. Okay, so next we're gonna move to Mayas or vertical figure 8. This is a little challenging one. It takes time to learn, so that's why we start at beginner level. So we'll start with regular Maya. To do regular Maya, we will start with just hip slides. And then I will ask you to actually hold your hip here and stretch a little bit. And then here, and stretch a little bit. Okay, great. So now hold tilt your pelvis, take your hands out, and take your hip as far as you can. See how far you can go. And then the other side, check how far you can go. Great, so now lift your heel off the floor, contract your hip muscles, and then take your hip to the side and bring it down. Here, same thing, lift, contract, take to the side, and down. Okay, so now I'm gonna break it down for you. So first what you have to do, you have to take your hip out. Second, you have to lift your hip by lifting your heel and contracting your muscles here. This is 2. Third, you have to take your hips all the way to the other side and put your heel down. So now you see this side is out, so you're ready with the first one. So now you have to lift it and take your hips to the side and put them down. Now you're going to lift right side, take it to the left and put it down. And you will use this side, lift it, take it to the side and put it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, to the side, down, up, to the side, down. Great. So now let's do reverse Maya. This one was regular Maya. You bring your circle in towards you. So this one is called reverse Maya, and you're going to be taking your circle away from you, like this. Okay, so let's try. And up, out, down. Okay, so now you see you're in this position. You're going to lift this hip and take it out and down. Okay, let's break it down a little more. Basic position. Contract your hip here and lift your heel off the floor. This way your hip will move up. Now extend your hip to the side and put it down on the floor. Right. I'm going to put your heel down on the floor, right? So now you're ready for it with this side. Lift this one and extend it to the side and put it down. So and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you feel that it's challenging for you to learn this way, there is an easier way of learning to do Mayas. So I'm going to show you that one as well. You do one side at a time. So for example, I'm going to start here, which is my left side. Lift your left hip off the floor, heel up. Extend it out to the side, bring it down and bring it in. So it's a circle in frontal plane, right? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. Then you do the same thing on this side. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. And what you make sure that you don't move your upper body and allow your hip to travel further than your chest line is. Okay? And then you can combine one side and then the other side. Great. Next part actually, let's cover undulations. Undulations, we do not do a lot of undulations, and I don't use them a lot in beginner choreography. But again, this is one of the challenging ones. That's why we start learning this at the beginner level. So you master it by the end of intermediate level. I always start with the basic and easiest one. So here is how you do it. First of all, get into correct position. Now push your hips forward like this. Okay? Then bend your knees and sit a little bit. And then from here, take your hips up. And from here, just push them back forward. Down and back. So you have 3 positions. This is your position 1. This is your position 2. And this is your position 3. And from 3, you just take it to 1. Pay attention here without tilting pelvis down, like this. There is also something else happening here. You actually have this movement, pelvis tilt, in the middle. So when you lift your pelvis to bring your hips forward, your tailbone will go up naturally. It's going to be very hard for you to keep it down and bring it forward far. You cannot take it too far. So that's why relax your pelvis, let it go up, bring your hips forward. Now when you sit here, your pelvis actually closes, you tilt it down. And then when you take your hips up, you let your tailbone go up and keep it up while you bring it forward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then bring it forward. 2, 3, and then bring it forward. This is called regular undulation. Great. So now next one is called reverse undulation. Sit, tilt your pelvis in, and now you're going to push your hips to go forward and cross the line of your chest. So chest stays here, but your hips go forward, and then you finish this with your chest. So you sit, this is 1, this is 2, now 3 is taking your hips forward like this. 3, and this is 4. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Okay, here you go. Regular undulation. Regular. Regular. And regular. And then reverse. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Okay? And the last part is traveling steps. Traveling steps is actually practicing them. It's a lot of fun. It's good aerobic exercise also. So we're going to start with step hip. As I'm sure you've seen this before, even if you did not take belly dancing classes, a lot of our dance styles are using step hip. So this is what you do. You bring your leg forward, and then you do hip hop here. Lift your hip, and then release it, and bring your leg back. So first you would start by just tapping forward with your foot, just to get the hang of the direction and balance of your body, or where you keep the balance. Then you will start engaging your hip. Forward, and so accent goes up, and then up, and then up, and then up. Okay, let me show you from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you noticed, I was doing accents up. You can also do the same thing and have your accents down. So you bring your leg forward and then the accent goes down instead of going up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is called traveling step. Why? Because you can travel forward, back to the side. So we're going to try going forward, hip accent up. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to be trying to go back and do our accent down. Step back, accent down. Step back, accent down. Step back, accent down. Step back, accent down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, just the legs. No hands engaged, just the legs. Let's go. 1, 2, up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can also use our hands. I like using same side hands, especially at the beginner level. So if your hip hop is on the right side, you'll be using your hand in front of you like this. And then if it's on the left side, you'll be using same side hand on this side. So this is what you do. One hand goes forward, the other one goes behind your head. And here, forward and behind your hands. Okay, so let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when you go back, I would recommend you keep your hands here on the side, down, that way it's easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so my phone battery died, so I have to redo this part. So we stopped here when we're doing hip accents forward, an accent up, and we were doing accent down, down. So we also can do hip accents to the side. This is how we do it. You touch out to the side like this, and you also use your hip. So contract your hip here and use your knee to do the accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I also like taking my hips, my hands, my arms to the opposite side. For example, if I'm using my right leg, I take my arms to the left. And then, yeah, the side. So we can combine hip accents up and hip accents to the side. So let's see how it works. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here you go, you have a combination. Let's try traveling forward and back. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now to the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now let's move back, doing accents down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again to the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And here you go, a combination for you. Let's go again. 4, 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. So the next traveling step that we will discuss today is Egyptian walk. This is how we do Egyptian walk. It's very important to pay attention and to learn position of your feet here. So we'll be using the following. Your right leg, your right foot is going to be flat on the floor, and your left foot is going to be heel is going to be lifted up, and you will keep it at the back of your right foot. So you will keep this position at all times, do not change it. And now you have to travel to the right, keeping your legs in this position. And I want you to try by yourselves. I'm going to count for you. So you travel to the right, keep legs in this position. 4, 3, 2, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hope you were able to do that. So now I'm going to show you. 4, 3, 2 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4. Now let's go back. So now our left foot is flat on the floor. Right heel is up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change. So now let's go faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Another thing I want you to pay attention to is how you use your hip here. So you will be lifting your hip and bringing it down. And most of this work is happening naturally because this hip is lifted already. So your heel is off the floor, and this makes it easier to take your hip up and down while you walk. Okay? We can also move around. You can travel around, but keep the feet position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also do it a little faster, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go. Next one is twist walk. And because it's a twist walk, you probably know that it has to do something with twisting your hips. So let me remind you how we do hip twist here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so here's how you twist your hips. Now put left leg in front of right leg. So what we're going to be doing, we'll be shifting body weight, left leg, right leg. Left leg, right leg. So left side, right side, left side, right side. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. And now let's try to move. Okay, so here also, let's try to twist our left hip a little more forward. Not just shift body weight forward and back, like this, but also to twist our hip forward, our left hip to left diagonal and back, like this. Okay, so here we go, your twist. Let's try on the right side, bring right in front of left with that basic position. Just shift body weight forward and back, right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Go up on your toes. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Great. And now we also try to twist our right hip forward a little bit. Forward to actually right diagonal. Like this. And let's travel to the right. Great. Let's go back. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next traveling steps that we'll cover is camel walk. Okay, so at the beginner level, we focus more on our legs than on the undulation part of camel walk. Here, I want you to first of all understand the position of your legs and how you should move and where is your body weight. And then second, after you master this part, you can focus on actually doing the undulation part. So we'll start our camel walk in this position. Right leg is in front of left leg. You will be shifting your body weight forward and back, forward and back. So to the right side, to the left side, to the right side, to the left side. Also, you will be pushing your hips a little forward and back, a little forward and back. Let's start with that. Forward and back by pushing your hips forward and back. 1 and 2, hips forward, back, forward, back. Here it already looks like you're doing an undulation, although you're not doing undulation, you're just pushing forward and back, right? And don't forget to shift body weight forward and back, forward and back. Let's try on the other side. Now left leg is in front of right leg. You will shift your body weight forward and then shift it back. Shift it forward, shift it back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, left, right, left, right, left, right. So this is what your legs do. Your hips will shift forward. You will take your hips a little forward and then a little back when you shift your weight back. So when you shift your body weight onto your left leg, you take your hips forward, and then when you take your weight back on the right leg, you take your hips back. So your hips follow your legs, right? So forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. We will cover camel walk a little more in detail when I record the intermediate level technique video. We'll work more on with the undulation part there. So here you don't have to focus on that. I want you to focus more on the changing body weight, changing your balance, and making sure that you know where your body weight is. On the right leg, on the left leg, on the right leg, on the left leg. And I want you to learn to also move your hips forward and back with your leg. So this is more important than actual undulation on the beginner level. Forward, back, forward, back. Okay, so here you go. This is your camel walk. Next one that we will cover today is, let's do cross step. So, to do cross step, we get into basic position. You will cross your right leg over your left leg. You will take your leg out and you will pop out to the side. And then here, this one, left over right, and then right leg goes out to the side. So just the legs. Cross left over right, take right out. Cross right over left, take left out. Again, right over left, left out, left over right, right out. Now we go back. Right goes to the back, cross back, left out, left crosses back, right goes out, right crosses back, left goes out, right, left, right, left. Now let's add hip hop here. 1 and 2 and 3, accent, 4, accent. Now let's go back. 1, accent, 2, accent, 3, accent, 4, forward. 1, accent, 2, 3, 4, and back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next one is chassé. This traveling move comes from jazz and ballet, but we use it very often in belly dancing as well. So this is what we do. To understand concept of chassé, you have to understand concept of step and touch, which we also use in belly dancing. So here you go, step, touch. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, and back, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. So now let's use a little more our hips here. Step, touch, 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 step, touch. I like using this one during our warm-up. We do some traveling steps to the right and left. A good way to start your warm-up. Okay? So now chassé. Well, how we do chassé? This is how it Now slowly. 4, 3, 2, go. Right, left, right. Cross left to the back. Left, right, left. Cross right to the back. Now a little faster. Right, left, right. Cross back. Left, right, left. Cross back. Now let's go up on toes. And we go 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Great. Now let's use our hands. Hands will go out to second position and bring them back to first position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now try to take your hands to third position and bring them down to second position. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also add some extra hip work here to look it more like oriental chasse. You will be using more your hips. So let's see how we can do this. Go up on your hips and we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hip accent. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next one that I want to cover with you is going to be arabesque. So at the beginner level, I normally cover these two types of arabesque, the ones that are easier to do. First one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how we do it. Right, cross left, right, and extend your hands out to the side, point your toe, and if you can, lift your leg a little bit off the floor. And now let's go to the left, left, right, left, and right, left, right, and left, right, left, and right, left, right, and left, right, left, and. Now next type of arabesque is where you, instead of extending your leg to the side, you will lift your heel and point your toes into this position. Okay, so let's try doing that. We're going to be traveling around. So I'm going to start on the right side. So I go right, left, right, and left, right, left, and right, left, right, and left, right, left, and. Okay, here you go. Two types of arabesque. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another traveling step that I like using in all my choreographies, including beginner choreographies, is 3/4 walking steps. So why is it called 3/4? It is because you do 3 steps for 4 counts. So this is how we do it. 4, 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the basic of this move. I'm going to show you again. So you do left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so this is the basic part. Now we can go up on our toes and we can do the same thing. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you notice that this one I was doing side to side. We can also do this walking step, traveling step to diagonal. For example, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and back, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's add some hip work here. So let's go. More active hips with accents. 4, 3, 2, go. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Back, right, left, right. Left, right, left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Okay? So here you go, 3/4 traveling steps for beginner level. Next one is going to be the turn. This one. This is one of the challenging ones. That's why I like presenting this at the beginning level. So when you get to intermediate level and we use the turn more, you will be able to do it and to use additional arm movements or additional hip movements with it. So let's practice it. This one has 3 steps. So it has right, left, right, left, right, left. Just 3 steps. On the second one, we'll be turning. So let's try now to do with a turn. Right. Now you'll be turning to the right and stepping with your left, left. Again, you will be turning to the right and stepping with your left, with your right. So now to the left side. 1, 2, 3. Let me show you with my back. So, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, great. So, 2 more things. For beginner level, I would like to cover drop and kick, very popular, one of basic belly dancing moves. So to understand the concept of drop and kick, first you have to learn to kick. So let's lift our hip up and then bring it down. So this is your drop. Now when you do drop, you can also release your leg at the same time, release your foot off the floor, and it's going to become a kick. So we have lift, and as you take your hip down, you will release your foot. Kick, and kick, and kick. Let me show you from the back. And down, and down, and down, and down. Your body weight is mostly on this side. This hip also helps you a little bit. Down, 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 down. Let's try on this side. Lift your hip, bring it down. Lift your hip, bring it down. Now lift it, bring it down, and release your leg. Lift it, bring it down, release your leg. And down, and down, and down. Now let's try to do 2 times just drop, and 2 times drop and kick. So we have down, down, kick, kick. Down, down, kick, kick. Let's try on this side. Down, down, kick, kick. Down, down, kick, kick. Now let's do 1, 1. 1 drop and 1 kick. Drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick. Let's try on this side. Drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick. Let me go into more detail explaining this. Hip goes up, hip goes down, hip goes up, hip goes down, and kick. Take your hip up, hip goes down, hip goes up, down, and kick. Okay, here you go. And next one, touch and turn. This one, I use it a lot in beginner choreographies. Let's cover this one. Touch out to the side and bring your leg in. Body weight is mostly here. Now when you touch, you extend your hip to the side a little like this. Boom, in, boom, in, boom, in. And then you turn. To turn, you have to slide on your foot. Okay? The other side. Great. Okay, here you go, that's it. I hope I didn't forget anything, didn't miss anything out. I'll review this video, and if there is anything that I didn't include and I should have included, I'll probably record it separately and just add to this video and post it on YouTube channel. All these videos are free for you. Please practice. Use this time to work on your technique. Practice this one with explanation, and then I am not sure if I'm going to be able to do it today, but I'll try to do it next Sunday. I'll record beginner level technique from beginning until the end, everything that we covered here with music, non-stop, just a flow. So you have that video to practice. So for now, practice this one with explanation, and then next week I'll get you another video when everything is covered. All these moves are covered and they're non-stop with music, so you have a better way of practicing this. But make sure to watch this one at least a couple of times. Okay, so when you come back to class, I'll be asking you, I might ask you, show me hip circles, how many types of hip circles you can do. And then you will be able to show me the basic Egyptian small circles, circles in Indian position. And then I might ask you, okay, so please show me traveling steps that you learned while reviewing basic technique. And then you will have to be able to show me a couple of traveling steps. Okay, so let's have fun that way. Thank you, enjoy practicing.